Witam Was Emigramy.tv. Jesteśmy w Bray, w pięknym hotelu. Jest z nami bardzo popularny magik irlandzki Steve Spade. Hello, how are you?
Hi, how are you? How are you getting on?
So, how are you keeping?
Good, great. Thanks for having me.
Brilliant. So,
I'm trying not to freak you out too much. I know I was warned not to freak you out, so...
Not to freak me out,
okay.
Thanks very much.
No problem.
Yes, it is my first interview, so
okay.
My question is, so how did you become a magician?
I'm doing magic since I was like 5 or 6. My uncle was a magician, so it was something that was always kind of around me in some light or form. And typical kind of Irish uncle as well. You'd only meet him at kind of a wedding or Christmas or whatever. So it'd be very rarely I'd meet him. But yeah, he showed me a couple of tricks, and as I got a bit older, started buying more books and started going over to America and doing lectures and bits and pieces like that. So slowly but surely it was a hobby that turned into a career.
Brilliant,
yeah, so
brilliant.
Yeah.
So, was it actually very hard to practice, or did it take you a long time, or did you ever had like doubts, like, oh, that's not for me actually? Or
Yeah, I did stand-up comedy for a while. Not that I'm going to be overly funny or anything, but I did stand-up comedy for a while, and just that did definitely helped with it, because you could kind of fuse the comedy with the magic, and one would be a crutch almost for the other. So that was good. But yeah, even when I'm doing a new show now, or if I'm doing a new escape, I'm always practicing. I'm always rehearsing and working on new material. So yeah, it's a constant struggle, but to come up with new and fresh material all the time. But you have to put in the work, especially with the escapes. I was going to say earlier to the camera girl, the less practice you put in, the more dangerous it becomes. And you know, so you have to put in the time and effort, because you're putting your life on the line really sometimes. So if you don't put in the training, that's when it becomes dangerous.
That's exactly, yeah. So who was giving you the ideas of the tricks or shows or different things? Was it your uncle, or did you find it somewhere else?
At the start, definitely early sleight of hand and bits and pieces of that would have come from my uncle. He would have showed me how to vanish stuff and bits and pieces of that. But which is like a crazy uncle to have, which is brilliant.
He did give them back to you, did he?
Yeah, he did. He always gave me back my stuff. Vanishing money as a child, I did a lot of that to my dad. But yeah, the foundations of it, just vanishing, a bit of sleight of hand, and then as I got older, obviously I started fusing more like what the modern day magician does, where it's more psychological, it's in the mind, there's a lot more elements to it than just sleight of hand. But when you fuse it all together, you give this impression of almost like a sixth sense, where you use your other 5 senses to make it look like you've got these extra powers. And I'm not going to question people if they think that, you know, what I do is paranormal or whatever. That's fine. I'm not going to say it is or isn't, you know. So yeah, it's nice to leave people just questioning the whole thing. It is magic in itself. I think personally it does exist, but I think really magic is what people feel, not actually what's happening or how they perceive it in their mind. So I think that's what the magic is, really. I'll explain what you're going to do, right? You're going to put all the cards. You're going to put all the cards against the window like this, and you're going to spread them out with your fingers like this all over the window. Okay. Okay. I'll hold the microphone for you. I'm going to get you pick a card. Yeah. I'm going to sign it, and then we're going to put all the cards against the window. Yeah. And you're going to put your hands against the window and then spread them all out over the window. Keep your fingers all like this. Yeah? All right. That makes sense? Yeah. We'll try that. Okay. So they're all different. You see that? I'll give you a pen as well. Okay, perfect. Ready to go? Does it fit them? We're good to go. Okay, good. So look, well, I'll leave it a little bit open first, right? So watch. Reach in and take out any card you want from me. Good. Show it to the camera. You got it? Awesome. Cool.
I did.
Put it back in. You remember what it was? And everyone will have seen it at home. Put your hand out for me.
I'm a witness.
Yeah, you're a witness. I'll give him a shuffle. And hopefully this will be your card. It might not be.
No.
Was I even close? No. Put your hand on top of it. Just think about your card. 3 of clubs? Was it 3 of clubs?
3.
3?
Yeah.
That one. Now that's weird, boy, but it's going to get weirder. Write your name nice and big in it for me, as big as you can.
See that?
I've seen that.
Write your name on it.
It's not the first time I saw it.
As big as you can. I'll roll up my sleeves. There you go.
Thanks.
I'm going to put your card back into the middle again. So here's what we're going to do. Remember I was explaining to you earlier with the window?
Yeah.
Because you're going to try that, okay? It may not work, but we'll try. Give you the whole deck. Give them a shuffle. Give them a mix if you like. I'll go on the other side of the window. Okay. Yep. Perfect. Put them against the window. Push them all with your hands. Put your 2 hands up there. Oh. And spread them around. Good. That one there. Perfect.
Sylwia, to się nagrywa?
Aha.
Wyjmuję kartę, proszę bardzo, z drugiej strony okna. Ja tu widzę, szyba nie jest wcale pobita, nie ma żadnych przecięć.
Oh my god.
Mycie okien gratis.
Man, you are amazing.
On the window. There's your card.
Nothing there, nothing there.
You are amazing.
You can keep the card. Thanks very much.
How many sets of the cards do you actually
A
have?
lot of decks of cards. I go through a lot of decks of cards.
Brilliant, thank you very
No
much
problem at
again. Hey, have you got any like your own really favourite tricks that you've never get bored of, or?
Yeah, absolutely. There's some stuff in the stage show. The new stage show is called Voodoo. And there's elements of that where I was messing around with a voodoo doll for a while, and that sounds kind of wrong, but I thought the concept of making something, just like if you're watching a horror movie and you see the innocent kid, but he turns out to be terrifying because he's just a kid, and you're like, that shouldn't be terrifying, you know, that kind of thing. So that's where I wanted to kind of build this false sense of security a little bit with the voodoo thing. So I started making a Barbie doll a voodoo.
Okay.
So when I bring a girl up on stage and I give her the doll, it just seems like a doll, but before she knows it, I've taken her spirit, her soul from her and into the doll. So if I move the doll, she'll move her arms, or pull the hair, she'll feel it, or burn the feet, and so that's a nice little twist on that, I thought. But yeah, that's something I love doing. I love messing with people's heads, to be honest.
Good to know, good to know.
But the escape stuff as well. I love Houdini, and I've always idolised him and things like that. And I've done some stuff recently, just other filming stuff and bits and pieces about Houdini, and I've been kind of branded as Ireland's answer to Houdini. So that's a nice honour to have, you know, and the fact that I've always kind of looked up to him as well. It's something that I kind of treasure that title. So yeah.
Perfect. Where's the best place to actually find you doing the tricks?
Best place to find me? Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. I gig all over the place. I gig all over Ireland, do lots of different corporate events and functions, and then I'd be touring my voodoo show as well. And 3 or 4 times a year I do a public stunt. So last year I did a thing, I'm from Limerick, and last year I did a thing called Sacrifice, where it was like a medieval burning at the stake. So I was wrapped with gauze and wrapped, and then I was set alight by 20 odd fire breathers. And yeah, as you do. And in the space of about a minute, the whole thing went up in flames. I was gone, and I reappeared on the very top of the castle with air horns and whatnot. So in front of a crowd of 1,000 odd people.
I'm not going to ask you how you made it. You probably don't want to.
I can't even remember now at this stage, but I remember I survived, so that was pretty good.
The main thing, yeah.
And yeah, I've done a lot of the kind of underwater box escapes, and there's kind of Houdini. I like to kind of take Houdini where he kind of left off and try to continue the legacy. Yeah.
Perfect. So about the voodoo show, when is that starting, or is there a particular date that
I've already done kind of a half run kind of that already. So we're actually planning to do one here in Bray, and we have to do some up the north, and it's all of January, February next year. All the dates will come up then again, so it'll be a bit of a run around the country though, as well. And then we've got some dates later into the new year, or probably March, April, into London and stuff like that as well. So last year we did a tour of Germany I might go to Poland this year, but we did Germany last year, and it was just brilliant. We did the Ramstein Air Base and all that kind of stuff. It was just amazing.
Perfect.
So there you go. We'll hit Europe.
Oh yeah, actually, I've noticed when you're doing not just not just yourself, but I've noticed loads of magicians when they're doing like card tricks.
Yeah.
You either have a long sleeve or like a wide jewellery.
Oh, it's all about the sleeves. Okay. The old myth, I suppose, was magicians would use their sleeves to vanish and whatnot. You don't have to use your sleeves. If you want, I'll roll up my sleeves.
So it's just a coincidence.
Yeah. It's just a coincidence they're wearing jackets. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I get a lot of questioning about this kind of stuff. But before I used to play a lot of music and stuff, so this is just a bit. It's the last little bit of rock that's left in me. But yeah, that's.
So what did you play?
I played the guitar.
Yeah. Did you sing as well?
I used to sing a little bit. I'm not going to right now, thanks. We'll stick to the tricks. Put down your clipboard for a second. We'll try this.
Shall I be scared now?
Yeah, you should be a little bit.
Okay.
So we got just 2 forks. We stole them from the hotel.
Gotcha.
Thanks, John Duggan. So look, 2 forks. Just point at one.
This one.
Okay, I'm going to leave it here in mode.
Okay.
Put your hand around it. This will be the one we'll use. So watch. Hold on to this one for now.
Okay.
We're going to concentrate on this fork. Now the arc ice cold, we're out here in the thing, but watch. Think of it a shape like this. You'll see it starting to bend. Look, we'll bring it right up here to the camera.
Oh, I can see it, yeah?
Look.
How are you going to give it back to them now?
Well, we won't. But look, what we'll do this way, watch. Just give it a shake. You'll actually see it starting to go more. Look.
You are recording this, yeah? We're gonna have a look at a slow motion and after.
Here's what we're gonna do. If you, we'll put the, I'll hold the mic here for you.
Okay.
If you're just gonna rub here for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch. Did you see it starting to bend up, see?
Now I'm doing magic. Look, people.
Absolutely. Still bending. Check it out, make sure
That's
it's solid.
crazy.
Here, we'll do it with this one, watch. I'll hold the
Okay.
microphone for you. Just concentrate on that.
Okay.
I'll give you that back here, actually, watch.
Okay.
We'll put it here, turn your hand over for me. Good, I'm gonna rub your sleeve so no, you're not cheating. You're gonna use your imagination, watch.
Okay.
You're gonna slowly and concentrate just in the center of your hand, okay? And watch, when
Okay.
I snap, just look at me for a second. Yep, look at my hand. And just close your eyes. Good, excellent. Concentrate on this fork.
Okay.
And imagine in your mind, genuinely do this, imagine like it's gonna get warmer, just hotter around your hand. You're gonna feel that now. Can you feel like getting warmer a little bit?
Yeah.
Good. Now you're gonna feel like, this will freak you out, you're gonna feel like a pulsing sensation inside your hand, watch.
Okay.
Good, can you feel that?
Yeah.
Yes, good. So it's almost like a little heartbeat inside your hand.
Yeah.
Good. So,
That's crazy.
that's perfect. Now you'll feel it. Now it will get a little bit faster. Tell me when it gets faster.
I'll go faster, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
perfect.
crazy.
And then all of a sudden it's gonna stop.
That's done now.
Yes? Good. So watch. If I told you now you couldn't bend your elbow, like it was rigid, solid, like a steel bar, you wouldn't be
Okay.
able to. Try to bend your elbow. Now watch, put your hand back. Perfect, now watch. Now you can't bend it. See, it's starting to tighten up?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to keep getting tighter. Watch, as you try to bend your elbow, it's going to get tighter. And here's the really weird thing. Watch this, Emily. If I just put my hand over like this, look at my hand.
Okay.
Watch, you're going to feel your hand getting slowly drawing upwards.
That's crazy.
Like a string almost, putting your hand up. Good, higher. And higher. And higher. Good. Keep concentrating on the fork. Imagine that's not even a fork anymore. Just let those pulses start back into your hand again.
Okay.
Good, and we'll get you to turn right here to the camera. Watch. Imagine like it's getting soft like jelly. Imagine that.
You broke the fork.
Can you feel that?
Yeah.
What, just slowly open your hand. So open your hand.
Wait.
Yeah, watch. Hold my wrist.
Your wrist,
Yeah,
okay.
watch. Concentrate on the fork. Just look at it. Look right down the lens of the camera. Look at the fork.
You broke the fork.
Watch, concentrate on it. Concentrate. Look, it's starting to go.
I'm too strong. I'm too strong.
There you go. You can keep this one. This is a souvenir for you.
Now I think I have the hardest question. Do you speak any Polish?
I do not speak any Polish.
Okay, so do you want to say any greetings to your Polish fans?
Hi everyone, happy Christmas and I'll see you in Poland hopefully this year, so see you then.
Sami widzieliście, co się tutaj działo. Ja jestem dalej w szoku. Nogi mi się trzęsą, ale mogę zginąć łokieć. Dziękuję bardzo za uwagę. Emigramy.tv.